Hi guys, my name is Ife Balogun and I'm a beauty blogger and doctor based in the UK. If this is your first time stopping by, you're welcome. I hope you choose to join the family. If this is not your first time stopping by, you're welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my everyday makeup routine. Like literally, this routine has been requested in long form content a lot over the last year or so. I have done many versions on Instagram, but obviously that's a short form content. I give Instagram what Instagram wants. But in this video, I'm going to just be showing you guys, running you guys through the whole routine, trying to cut out as little from it as possible. I probably will cut out very minimal bits of this video, so this video will be as realistic as possible. So I'm going to be taking you through the products I use, my technique, and how I get this face bit like this. Another thing about this makeup routine is that it is transfer proof and it is mask friendly. Of course, when I mean transfer proof, I mean not transfer resistance, but will transfer with minimal residue on your mask. So if you're a healthcare professional, a doctor or a nurse like me, working for hours in a day and you have to wear a mask, this would be a good makeup routine for you to follow. So I'm going to leave the list of all the products I'm going to use in description. I'm using in the description box below, so you guys can check that out. I hope you find this helpful. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And if you want to see how I went from this to this, please keep on watching.
So I always start off with priming my face, and I start off with setting spray because I find that it makes my makeup last longer. So I use the Milk setting spray, which is really great, and then go ahead to apply my primer. I apply two primers actually. The first, the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, which is really good because it has a tacky texture. So I apply that into my face, all over my face, and making sure that that really settles into my skin. And then after using that, I prime with my second primer, which is the Milk Pore Eclipse Primer. This is a more mattifying primer from Milk Makeup, and I apply it in the areas of my face where I get oily, where I get sweaty throughout the day. So that's really just my T-zone, and just pat that into my skin and get a nice base so that my makeup really holds on to that base and stays on throughout the day. My preferred foundation for everyday wear is a powder foundation, and I really love this e.l.f. Camo powder foundation. You can see how crusty it is. It has very good coverage. It has medium coverage, and that works for me for day-to-day wear. And it helps to cover my scars, cover my hyperpigmentation, and gives a very beautiful finish, and it is so affordable. I'm using this Melina Mills Hollywood foundation brush. It helps to really stipple the product into your face and helps to give a beautiful blend. So I just apply that all over my face and get as even a base as possible, all over my mouth as well, like around my smile lines, and where I have more hyperpigmentation, I apply more products. I then go on to apply my concealer. I like using the e.l.f. Camo concealer or my Huda Beauty concealer. The e.l.f. concealer has a much more matte finish, which is important to note. You might crease under the eyes if your under eye area is not well prepped. I then blend this out with the Mima Cosmetics sponge. It's a really nice soft sponge and it's super affordable as well. I'll leave the link of the names of all the products I'm using in the description box, so don't bother about that. So I'm blending that out and I'm looking into the mirror up and just blending that into my skin. Sometimes I wait for it to settle in a little bit more, but since this concealer is more matte, I don't need to wait much before I start blending it out. So I blend under my eyes and take the remaining on the sponge to my forehead and under my chin. I then go on to set, and I love the combination of this Huda Beauty setting powder in Kunafa mixed with this Uoma Beauty powder. The Uoma Beauty powder has a very nice matte finish and is also really smoothing, and the Huda Beauty is more, has that brightness and that yellow undertone that makes your eyes look really bright even though you haven't slept. So I'm using my e.l.f. brush, and this e.l.f. brush, I've had it for ages. I also go ahead to reverse contour with it so as to set under my face in those areas, and it helps to prevent transfer because those are the areas that will literally be under my mask. I'm also setting the bridge of my nose and all the areas that have shine. I'm setting with the brush and powder. I also take a little bit over my eyelids to prevent my eyelids from being sweaty and having like creasing in them all over the day. And that's what I'm literally doing. I also go ahead with my Charlotte Tilbury setting powder. This is optional because it gives a little bit of a more airbrushed finish. It looks much more, you know, poreless, so to speak. And I just apply that all over my face as well using my powder brush. I then go ahead to bronze. This Juvias Place bronzing palette is beautiful. I use the shade on top to bronze and the shade underneath to contour, but I don't contour on a daily basis, so I just bronze. And I'm using my Real Techniques brush for this step. I take my bronzer to my forehead as well. It helps to kind of reduce the size of my forehead. Not like I feel my forehead is big, but it really helps with that. And I pinch that brush and take that brush down the sides of my nose to kind of slim my nose down a little bit and brush that over my eyebrows, my eyes as well, my eye space as well. Now I'm going ahead to apply blush. If you like blush, you can apply any blush you want. This is the PatmcGrath X Bridgerton blush palette. I can't talk today. Blush palette, and I'm taking that on the high points of my cheek, just taking that into my temples to give a very blush look. Okay, this is becoming a lot of blush, but blush always tends to get lighter as the day progresses. I'm going ahead to do my brows using the Elf eyebrow pencil. I really like this pencil because it makes filling my eyebrows really fast. It doesn't have the thinnest end, but I literally do my eyebrows in a few minutes, 2 minutes or 3 minutes using this, and I like the way it looks. I like the shade. And if you want a full eyebrow tutorial, please let me know. I literally don't clean under my brows on a daily basis. I just try to make sure I'm as accurate as possible, and because I've been doing it for a while, I pretty much know how to do it without having to clean underneath them, at least for a daily basis. If I'm going out, I obviously clean under my brows, but for a daily basis, I don't think I need that. For eyeliner, I've been searching for an eyeliner that does the job. For now, I'm using an eyeshadow from this No More Nude eyeshadow palette. I mix the black and the browns together and just put that into my waterline using a very thin eyeliner brush, and I just apply it only to my bottom waterline and then apply mascara. This is the Milk Makeup mascara. Any mascara you have will do. It just helps to open your eyes and widen your eyes and make you look more awake, which is what I am doing in this clip. At this point, I go on to apply my lip product. I use the Juvias Place lip liner. This is the lip liner in the shade Cola. If you're my skin tone, it's a beautiful lip liner. And then after applying my lip liner to my top and bottom lip line, I like to go ahead to apply a lip oil. I use a lip oil because I think that it is just easier to apply. It's much more comfortable, and since the weather is now so dry, it helps to soothe and comfort my lips throughout the day, and I don't really have to reapply it much. If you're going to wear it throughout the day, you might need to reapply, but my lips feel really comfortable under a mask. It transfers obviously, but I really like the way it makes my lips feel. It's from the Beauty Pie, and yeah, that is the finished look. Just showing you guys the view and how everything has just blended in, and the coverage. It's matte but not, you know, flat, and I really like how it looks. So this is how it looks after 9 hours of wear. Still looks good. I just need to touch up a bit. And yeah, that's my everyday makeup routine. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.